Do all that stuff, don't I?
Yeah, I need to order signs today too. Oh. Hi, Sunny. All right, it is noon. So, go ask. I'm excited. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today to go over in the meeting. I know that there will be more people joining here shortly. There's definitely a lot going on in the office. So,
what's up, dude?
Hi, Pavel. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes just to let a couple people pop on. Kim is uploading right now, just so you know, Pavel.
No worries.
All right, everybody seems to be popping on. I am definitely excited because we've got a lot of new people joining. I know we've been sending out announcements as people are joining and we get headshots and everything on social media. So if you guys have not joined the Nexus Agents page, please email myself and I will make sure that you get added to that page because there's a lot of information that is disseminated from that page. So I want to make sure that everyone is getting the information. We do always send out emails as well, but that's just kind of an easy way for us to communicate. So I just want to make sure that everyone is on that page. We've got a bunch of new brokers. We've had Amelia, Priscilla, David, Sabrina, Sunny, and Tyler joining in the last, I think it's about 6 days, 7 days actually, maybe, right in that range. So excited. If you guys do get a chance and you want to basically get 1 month where you don't have to pay a fee to the company, if you refer another broker and they sign up, then you get 1 month of your fee waived. So that's something where really it's just talking about what you like about the company and sharing the information about what the company is up to, what you are excited about when it comes to the company. Even if it's just something as simple as sharing on social media, it's a great way to communicate and get people excited about what's going on. I know that there have been some transfer brokers who are extremely excited when they see their first paycheck because they aren't losing, you know, between 40 and 60% of their income to the brokerage. They really are enjoying the fact that they're getting 100%. So that's something where just talking about that, or when you're going out to networking events, talk to the other brokers who are there, find out what they like about their brokerage, find out what they don't like. And really, then you can share a little bit about what you like about Nexus and what it's done for you. So all of that is some really great ways to network, get some, you know, benefit for yourself, and it helps us grow with some quality brokers who are out doing business. So we are training new brokers as well. So if you have some friends or family members who are interested in getting into real estate, now's a great time because we do have a new broker training program and we are doing a lot of trainings. One of the trainings that is upcoming is tomorrow at 1 p.m. We have a senior title person from CW Title. So you guys have met now people from Tycor on the meetings. Tia is the area sales manager. She was on a meeting. We've had Brandon and Tanner from Fidelity, and then tomorrow we're going to have Brad Hallstrom from CW. So I like to give you guys just an introduction to different places. You guys can choose who you want to work with. I just want you guys to have contacts and get some information from each of the companies. So tomorrow, Brad's going to be reviewing title reports, how to read them, what's on them, just a lot of real good foundational information about title. He's not going to be talking about escrow at all because he's not involved in CW escrow. They do have an escrow division. He is the senior title officer. So he will be talking about, you know, liens, how to read if there's easements, all of that type of information, which is really important for you to have a base knowledge so that you can explain it to your clients. It's also good for when you're listing a property for you to be able to review the title report and really get the information that's on there. And that's going to be tomorrow at 1, and we will be sending out the link and flyer information about that so that you guys will have that information. I think that's really important. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do today is to show you guys on a transaction where to find wire instructions and how to upload different things onto Brokerment. So if you give me just a second, I'm going to go in to our backend website and log in really quick. And then I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Oh. Okay, I'm not able to get into the back end. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out why that is not allowing me to get in there. I will show you guys on the Form 40 where to put the wire instructions. And it is on the back end of the website, but for some reason, I'm not able to get in there right now. So let me just share screen. All right, we'll go into the Northwest MLS. Hold on.
I'll write something, I guess.
So actually, we'll go into Express Forms really quickly. When you go into Express Forms, right, you're going to be using Form 40 as your commission disbursement. And I know I've definitely rejected a few of these recently, so I just wanted to share with you guys how to fill this out correctly. So one of the things that you want to do is right here, you're going to fill out your buyer. We'll put Joe Buyer, and your seller is Jim Seller, right? Your listing number, today's date, property address, 123 Main Street, city, closing agent's address. Now here, if you are the selling agent, right here is where you are going to put your portion of commission. So let's just say it's $15,000.
And you guys know the difference between selling and listing agent, right? I assume everybody knows that. Selling agent is not the one who represents the seller. It's the one who represents the buyer.
Thank you. I didn't even think to make that clear. So thank you. Good to know. So if you are the listing agent, you are going to turn it in with this portion filled out to the escrow company because you know what they're being paid. If you don't fill this out as a listing broker, guys, they may turn in you may be offering 2.5%. They turn it into escrow with 3%. You don't check your final HUD. Your seller just paid out 3% commission. Make sure that as a listing broker, you fill all of this out and turn it in. Now, let's say you are the listing broker, so you're paying $15,000 to John L. Scott, right? You don't need to fill out their address or any of that. You just put the firm name and the amount. Then, as the listing broker, the total commission is $30,000, right? And the listing firm's share is $15,000. So here you would put $15,000 to Nexus Realty. Here, see wire instructions. Do not put the address. When you put our physical address, they mail a check, which delays your payment. When we wire, that's when you get paid on time quickly. That is a much better way to do it rather than having them mail a check, because you're losing between 1 and 3 days when they send a check here. Then it's another day for when it gets deposited, and then it gets paid out. So that is something that see wire instructions. Very important, okay? Then I'm just going to sign in real quick to the back end of the website. Hold on. It's probably going to take me like 2 tries to get my password correctly. There we go. So when we log in here, useful links, okay? Right here, wire instructions for escrow. You can literally click right here. I'm just showing you guys exactly where to pull the wire instructions from, okay? Right here, wire instructions. This is the attached wire instructions that you want to put attached to your Form 40. You always have access to this. You don't need to ask for access. It is always on the back end of our website. So everybody has access to that. Also, if you need our signed W-9 for a deal with Redfin, they're the people that always ask for that. It is also right here. NAID for HUD offers, right here. Logo and social media designs, right there. All of those things you can go right here and find. Sign installation company. If you're new and you need to order business cards, it's a click right here. Listing presentation template, right there. Nexus marketing materials, right here. So all of this is right here on the back end of our website. So I really want to make sure that everyone is clear where that is, because I definitely get a lot of questions about wire instructions, or when I reject a Form 40 because it doesn't say see wire instructions, and then I get a phone call asking, well, where are the wire instructions? It's right here in useful links, okay? So I want to make sure that everybody understands see wire instructions. Now, if you were the selling office, you represent the buyer, right? You don't know what the full listing commission is, so you would not be filling out this bottom portion at all. This would be empty for you. But if you are selling and you're up here, this still is going to say Nexus Realty. Then down here, it's going to say see attached wire instructions, right there. That's where it would look like if you represent the buyer. So all of that is very clear, very concise. If anyone has questions on that, you know, this video will be on our Facebook page, so you guys can rewatch that, but that's exactly where it is. Now, I went into the commission disbursement form just through Express Forms. That is something that I wanted to go over with you guys as well. When you have questions on forms, I don't know how many people have used Express Forms, but when you first log on to the Northwest MLS, right here, there's a choice for Express Forms. When you go into this, there's a manual for each of these forms. So let's say you have a question on the 22B, because there's a lot of questions about buyer sale contingent or property contingent. Right here, you click on, there's a manual that talks about exactly what this form has. It explains all of this information right here. All of it very clear. So if anybody has questions on something, I'm going to start asking if they have looked at the forms manual. Now, if you have a general question or you're not close to this, I don't mind answering a call and going over that with you, but I want you guys to be aware of where to find the information for yourselves. So now that we've gone over that, I wanted to just touch base about uploading a purchase and sale in Brokerment. So when you're on our backend website, when you go to add a new transaction, right? You go into transactions. Now mine's going to look a little bit different than most people's, right? Because I have everybody's. So create transaction. You can search the MLS or create new. So new transaction, we're going to put this 123 Main Street. City, Kirkland, Washington. I'm going to put Issaquah zip code instead. Price, we're going to say $650,000. Good luck getting that, right? So this would be a listing here. Now, if this is where you represent the buyer, the only time that you are going to upload something into Brokerment is when you are pending, when you have mutual acceptance. Don't put unsigned around purchase and sales into Brokerment. That's not where they belong. This is here for our audits. So what you would want to do is put this as a listing or pending, right? So we're going to say this is a purchase. So we're going to put it as pending. Then next, you put in gross commissions. Oh, we're going to say 3%.
And select buying side.
Yep.
Click select and Nexus Realty. No, Nexus Realty.
Why is this being there? Then we go in contacts. You can add any contacts that you need in here. Create. Right? So it's at that very beginning where we choose listing or pending. And that is something I really want to make sure that everyone understands and is doing from here on out. So the last thing that I wanted to go over was title training tomorrow. I know that I mentioned that earlier. We are going to be sending out an email on that as well. So you guys will get basically like a little flyer for information about it. We're also going to have the presentation. We are going to record that training and that will be saved as well. One last thing that I did want to talk about today was we have added another managing broker. So there is a backup to anytime that you guys have questions, you can absolutely call. He is a transfer from Compass. He was a managing broker for Compass down on Pike Street in Seattle. His name is Tyler Parker, and his phone number is 206-450-7247. And I will send that out as well in an email, basically introducing what he's able to answer and all of that good stuff, because he doesn't have the same access and transaction desk that I do. So there will be some things that he is not going to be able to go in and do for you, but he can answer questions. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood kind of who to go through. So if you have a question about anything to do with Nexus, you call me first. Then you would contact Tyler. So those are your contact people when you have questions about a transaction, if you have an issue with a transaction, you have a question with forms, any of that, that is what you want to contact us about. So now that I've kind of gone over the things that I really wanted to chat about today, does anybody have any questions, anything that they want to add? Anybody? Well,
No questions.
Lori,
awesome.
Hi.
Okay.
hi, this is Gold. Sorry, I have one question. Sorry, I'm sure you've gone through this, but how do we get to the Mint application?
Brokerment?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there's a couple different ways that you can get to the Brokerment. If you go to our website and you go to the, what do you call it? Broker agent login, you can get to it that way. You can also go to Brokerment agent login, like Google it, and put in your email address and your password, and it'll take you right in as well.
Okay, great. So you can sign in, and like anything else, you can just sign in and create a password.
You should already have a password because you're already in the Brokerment system.
Oh, okay. How do I get that password?
If you need to reset it, you would go to the login page and
okay.
choose reset password.
Okay, yeah, like anything else. Okay, thanks.
No problem. Anybody else have any questions, concerns? Nobody's having issues with any files? Yay.
Lori, you know,
So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being on today. I really appreciate you guys being on. I'm glad that I was able to go over a couple of things with you guys. Like I said, tomorrow we are doing the title training, so hopefully we will have at least 10 people on. I know we had that many or more actually on the CMA training earlier in the week through the Northwest MLS. I was very excited that we got a lot of really great information. I was very disappointed that the recording didn't work. So I really would like to redo that class again so that we do get that recorded so that everybody has access to it. So thank you again to everyone for being on today. I appreciate all of you taking time out of your day to log in and get some great information. Again, if you have questions, you can always reach me on my cell at 253-258-4463, or you can email me at Lori, L-O-R-I, at mynexusrealty.com. Thanks again, you guys. Look forward to talking to you all soon. Unless anybody has anything else, any other questions?
Have a good day.
Thank you, Mila. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Thank you.